you ever wondered how to make a girl blush in a way that feels genuine and special? Whether you're hopping to charm your crush or deepen your connection with your girlfriend, making her blush is about more than just words. It's about creating moments that make her feel seen and appreciated. In this video, we'll explore expert-backed strategies from heartfelt compliments to playful teasing and highlight what to say, text, and do to bring a smile to her face. We'll also cover important boundaries and what not to do, ensuring your approach is always respectful and sincere. Let's dive into the subtle art of making her blush and discover how small gestures can create lasting impressions. Blushing is more than just a physical reaction, it's a sign of genuine emotion. When a girl blushes, it often means she feels flattered, noticed, or even a little shy in a good way. Understanding why blushing matters can help you approach interactions with more empathy and intention. It's not about making her uncomfortable, but about creating moments where she feels valued and special. Throughout this video, we'll focus on ways to spark that warm, happy feeling, always keeping her comfort and boundaries in mind. Remember, the goal is to make her feel good about herself, not to embarrass or pressure her. One of the simplest and most effective ways to make a girl blush is by offering her a sincere compliment. Focus on her choices, personality, or talents rather than just her appearance. For example, you might say, "You have a great sense of style," or "I really admire how passionate you are about your hobbies." Compliments that highlight her uniqueness or efforts are often more meaningful than generic praise. Remember, moderation is key. One or two thoughtful compliments in a conversation are enough. Overdoing it can feel insincere or overwhelming, so keep it light and genuine. Eye contact can be incredibly powerful. When you maintain good eye contact while talking to her, it shows confidence and genuine interest. Hold her gaze for a few seconds longer than usual and don't forget to smile. This subtle gesture can make her feel noticed and appreciated, often leading to a blush, especially if she's a bit shy. However, it's important to know when to break eye contact. If someone else joins the conversation or if she seems uncomfortable, look away naturally. The key is to create a moment of connection without making her feel uneasy. Flirting doesn't have to be over the top. A little playful banter or a quick wink can go a long way in making her blush. The key is to keep it lighthearted and fun. Think of it as a way to share a laugh or a smile. For example, if she shows off her strength, you might joke, "I bet you could outlift me." Avoid being condescending or making her feel uncomfortable. Flirting should always feel like a friendly exchange, not a performance. When done right, it creates a sense of connection and excitement that can bring a blush to her cheeks. Teasing, when done right, can be a fun way to build rapport and make her blush. The trick is to keep it positive and never tease about sensitive topics. Focus on her strengths or quirky habits in a way that invites her to tease you back. For example, if she's a great driver, you might say, "I feel like I'm in a Fast and Furious movie with you behind the wheel." Always be attentive to her reactions. If she seems uncomfortable, back off immediately. The goal is to create a playful atmosphere where both of you can enjoy the moment. Sharing an inside joke is a powerful way to make a girl feel special and bring a blush to her cheeks. When you reference something only the two of you understand, it signals that you value your shared experiences. For example, if you both arrive late to party once, you might say, "Glad we're on time this time." These moments create a sense of closeness and show her that you pay attention to the little things. Inside jokes are unique to your relationship, so think back on your shared history for inspiration. Sometimes making a girl blush isn't just about your direct interactions, it's also about how you present yourself around her friends and family. When her peers speak highly of you, she may start to see you in a new light. Be confident, friendly, and genuine with everyone in her circle. If you're already dating, impressing her parents with your manners and achievements can be a big plus. Remember, authenticity is key. Trying too hard can backfire, but being your best self naturally leaves a positive impression. Making a girl feel important is one of the best ways to make her blush. Show genuine interest in what she loves, ask about her hobbies, listen to her stories, and remember the details she shares. Thoughtful gestures like writing a sweet note or planning a picnic can go a long way. The key is to make her feel seen and valued for who she is, not just for how she looks. When she realizes you care about her happiness and interests, she's likely to feel special and maybe even a little flustered in the best way. If you're not already in a relationship, making your intentions known can be a bold way to make her blush. This doesn't mean being overly forward. Instead, try breaking the touch barrier in a respectful way, like touching her shoulder as you laugh together. If you feel the moment is right, consider asking her out. Even if she doesn't feel the same way, she'll likely be flattered by your honesty and courage. Remember, confidence and respect go hand in hand when making a move. Physical touch can be a powerful way to make a girl blush, but it must always be respectful and consensual. Simple gestures like a hug, a handshake with a gentle touch on her elbow, or sitting next to her instead of across can create a sense of closeness. Always pay attention to her comfort level and ask permission if you're unsure. Avoid any touch that could be seen as too intimate unless you have a clear mutual understanding. Respect is the foundation of any meaningful connection. Compliments about her personality often mean more than those about her looks. Tell her what you admire about her character. Maybe it's her kindness, her sense of humor, or her determination. For example, "I love how you always make people feel welcome," or "Your laugh's contagious." These kinds of compliments show that you see her as a whole person and appreciate her unique qualities. When your words are sincere and specific, they're much more likely to make her blush. Asking a flirtatious question can catch her off guard in a fun way and make her blush. The key is to keep it light and flattering, not intrusive. For example, "Would you like to get together sometime as a group? Any excuse to see you again," or "Where did you learn to do that?" These questions put the ball in her court and show that you're interested in her as a person. Just be sure your questions are respectful and never cross personal boundaries. Letting her know you're glad to see her can be surprisingly effective. Simple statements like, "I'm so glad you're here," or "I was hoping I'd run into you," show that you value her presence. This kind of appreciation makes her feel wanted and special, which can easily bring a blush to her cheeks. It's not about grand gestures, but about making her feel like she matters to you in everyday moments. Everyone loves to know they're on someone's mind. If something reminds you of her, let her know. For example, I saw this book and thought of you, or I heard a song that made me think of our last conversation. These little messages show that she's important to you even when you're apart. It's a subtle but powerful way to make her feel special and, yes, maybe even blush a little. It's crucial to avoid making a girl feel objectified. Compliments should never focus on her body in a sexual way or reference her clothing inappropriately. Instead, keep your focus on her personality, choices, and talents. Avoid comments about her race, religion, or anything that could make her feel reduced to a stereotype. Respect is the foundation of any meaningful interaction, and making her feel valued as a person is always the right approach. Being attentive is good, but being overly fixated on her looks or acting in a way that could be considered creepy is a surefire way to make her uncomfortable. Avoid staring, ogling, or asking intrusive questions about her personal life. If she declines an invitation or seems uninterested, respect her boundaries and move on gracefully. The goal is to make her feel safe and respected, not pressured or uneasy. Touch can be a wonderful way to connect, but only if it's welcome. Never touch someone in a way that could be seen as inappropriate or without their clear consent. Even harmless gestures like a touch on the shoulder should be done with care. If she seems uncomfortable or asks you to stop, respect her wishes immediately. Consent is non-negotiable, and respecting it shows true maturity and care. While playful teasing can be fun, it's important never to cross the line into cruelty. Avoid teasing about sensitive topics like appearance, weight, or personal beliefs. Mean-spirited jokes or criticisms can hurt feelings and damage trust. Instead, keep teasing light and focused on positive qualities or shared experiences. If you're ever unsure, it's better to skip the joke and focus on kindness. While thoughtful gifts can be meaningful, trying to impress a girl with expensive presents or lavish outings isn't the way to make her blush for the right reasons. True connection comes from emotional sincerity, not material displays. Focus on building a genuine bond through shared experiences and heartfelt gestures. If you do give a gift, let it be a reflection of your thoughtfulness, not your wallet. Trying too hard to impress or constantly seeking her attention can come across as desperate or insincere. Girls appreciate authenticity and confidence, not over-the-top efforts. Let your actions and words flow naturally and don't force interactions. If she's not responding, it's okay to take a step back. Sometimes the best way to make someone blush is simply by being yourself and letting things develop organically. Cliched pickup lines and overused phrases rarely have the desired effect. Instead of making her blush, they can make her cringe or roll her eyes. Sincerity and clever, lighthearted flirtation are much more effective. Focus on genuine compliments and playful banter that reflect your real personality. Remember, authenticity always wins over rehearsed lines. If your efforts aren't being reciprocated, it's important to recognize when to move on. Not every girl will be interested, and that's perfectly okay. Respect her feelings and give her space. Focusing your energy on someone who appreciates your attention is always the better choice. Remember, mutual interest is the foundation of any meaningful connection. If you're already dating, romantic gestures like writing sweet notes or planning thoughtful dates can make your partner blush and feel cherished. The key is to show that you care deeply without coming on too strong. Balance is important. Let your affection shine through in ways that feel natural and comfortable for both of you. These small acts of love can strengthen your bond and keep the spark alive. Recognizing and complimenting her talents or skills is another great way to make her blush. Whether she's artistic, athletic, or has a knack for making people laugh, let her know you notice and appreciate her abilities. For example, "You're so creative, I love your artwork," or "You always know how to make everyone feel at ease." These compliments show that you value her for who she is and what she brings to the world. Never underestimate the impact of a genuine smile. Smiling when you talk to her, especially while making eye contact, creates warmth and intimacy. It's a simple gesture that can make her feel comfortable and appreciated. A smile can break the ice, lighten the mood, and even make her blush without a single word. Let your smile reflect your sincerity and interest. Playful teasing is a fun way to build chemistry, but always keep it light and positive. Tease about silly things like her love for a certain snack or her competitive spirit in games, but never about anything sensitive. The goal is to make her laugh and feel special, not to embarrass her. If she teases you back, you know you're on the right track. Material things fade, but emotional connections last. Focus on building trust, sharing experiences, and being present in the moment. Ask about her dreams, listen to her stories, and share your own. When she feels emotionally connected to you, she's more likely to blush from genuine affection and appreciation. Authenticity and empathy are your best tools. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, she may not respond the way you hope. If she isn't interested, respect her feelings and don't take it personally. Everyone has their own preferences and boundaries. The most attractive thing you can do is handle rejection gracefully and move forward with confidence. There's someone out there who will appreciate your genuine approach. Making a girl blush is about sincerity, respect, and genuine connection. Compliment her thoughtfully, engage in playful banter, and always prioritize her comfort and boundaries. Avoid objectification, creepy behavior, and over-the-top gestures. Focus on building emotional intimacy and let your actions speak as loudly as your words. When you approach her with kindness and authenticity, you'll create moments that make her feel truly special, and that's the real secret to making her blush.